We're back.
Welcome.
When we say we're back, we know it's been a while. Do people know it's been a while?
If they're hardcore fans, which we don't know if we got.
I don't know the way that these come out. Will people be like, there's a gap?
Probably.
Okay.
I think what people have been looking at are our little clips. We got to do more of those clips. Get them.
And by people, who do I mean, Audrey?
Our parents. Will Smith and Chris Rock.
Well, okay.
Okay, because we're going to talk about it. We have to talk about it up front. We have to talk about it up front.
What are your thoughts?
Okay, I saw it live. I literally stayed.
You were there?
I was a seat filler. Can you imagine? What an iconic night that would be.
You were nominated for Best Cinematographer.
Cute
Cute assistant.
So, didn't win. Some bitch from Beverly Hills won.
There was a cuter
Spoiled.
assistant.
Rigged. But I was watching it live. I actually love watching the Oscars, and I didn't watch it with anybody. Everybody's like, come over for Buffalo Dip. And I'm like, no. I'm going to sit in my apartment and watch. And I did live.
By yourself?
I got it on Fubo TV. Yeah, by myself because my girlfriend's across the country. It doesn't matter. So I'm on Fubo TV.
I like that little vaudeville character you're doing.
If you say things in it makes things better if you say things in this voice. My girlfriend's across the country. Yeah. That's Wolf. We got.
Hey, aren't you the guy who tried to beat the shit out of Chris Angel?
Hey, that's the guy who tried to beat the shit out of Chris Angel.
Aren't you the guy who tried to beat the shit? Yeah.
we need a camera on Wolf sometimes called Wolf's Corner. We need to have a segment called Wolf's Corner.
Wolf's Den. The Wolf Den?
The Wolf Den?
Wolf's
Shut the
Den.
hell up. Yeah, he's ripping one, and we won't tell you what
Wolf's
that means. It could be a fur, it could be something else, but you can't see it. But he's ripping one. So
either way, this place is smelling like something.
Either way, and Danny should stop going to PE classes and coming in here because he's.
I look like a PE teacher.
He looks like a PE. Stand up. Yeah. And for those of you who can't see, Danny is wearing everything a PE teacher would wear.
Mm-hmm.
So
including a whistle.
Yeah, including a whistle. I like those shoes. They're sick. I'm going to ask you where you got them. So what is it? Whole Foods? No. Okay, so I was watching it live, and my phone was dead. Why was your phone dead in your own home?
So you're in your house by yourself, watching the Oscars alone, dead phone.
Dead phone.
Really off the grid here.
Because sometimes I'm just like, I'm going to let the bad boy die.
Oh, I know people that do that.
I kind of like it.
Unplugged from the world.
Yeah, but then the one time everybody tries to reach you is when your phone's dead. So
And you got a call from the guy who killed Osama bin Laden?
Yeah.
Yeah, he called you, right?
Clip that? No, I'm kidding. Anyway,
I always forget how close you guys are.
I'm not going to comment on that because everything is scaring me.
Because you're pro Osama bin Laden?
Danny?
Clip that. Let's clip that.
I'm going to beat the shit out of you. Let's clip that. Okay, so then it happens. It literally, well, first of all, I think it's a joke. I'm like, ha ha ha. But then America, removed the sound immediately. So and then also we know I can't say the guy's name, but there is a comedian in our community that wrote that joke for Chris Rock.
Oh, I don't know who it is.
What?
I don't know who it is.
No, I can't say who it is, I think.
Can you tell me off air?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, you can't do it. And then I'll tell everyone else later.
Yeah, so
on my spin-off pod.
So that sucks for that guy, but
Danny,
also I don't know, I was watching it, thought it was a joke. He gets it because she has alopecia.
Yeah.
So she was really sensitive, and Wolf's gonna play the clip. Play that clip. Yeah. And then so it plays. And
the clip of the Oscars is gonna play?
Yeah. But the internet was fast with all the memes. I mean, that was fucking 10 seconds in memes and TikToks. I mean, I was like, this is crazy. And then Will Smith got the Oscar, but I was watching The View, big View fan, and Whoopi Goldberg works for the Academy. And
you log a lot of TV time, it seems.
Well, I have it in the background a lot. And so shut the fuck up, Danny. So anyways, please don't. We're on a podcast. So Whoopi.
Yeah, okay. Okay, you know what?
Okay, you know what?
Yeah. You know what?
Fine.
I think I'm just going to withdraw.
And just sit there.
I'm just going to disassociate.
And drink your seltzer.
I'm just going to disassociate.
Shout out to Polar Seltzer.
Shout out to Polar Seltzers, my sponsor. Audrey S here in Nevada. I have Polar sponsors. They give me fur coats yearly.
Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
Hell yeah, brother.
Okay, I'm going to go back to withdrawing now. You talk.
Love that. So, favorite time. No, so The View, they were talking about how Will Smith passed. His dad was really abusive to his mother, and he had to sit and watch that. And then I don't think anyone's making excuses because hitting somebody, in my opinion, is wrong, especially a comedian. And it makes me scared for comedians because you can't just get up on stage and hit somebody at a joke you don't like.
Sure.
And so I just think, maybe with his past, he had a lot of things worked up. Jada was kind of looking at him like, and he was feeling fueled. And King Richard, that whole character's motive was to protect, but it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, there's no excuse for it. And Chris Rock handled it like a champ. And yeah, what's your opinion on it?
He hit him really hard.
And it looked like a stage slap for a second.
He hit him.
Did it not look like it? Because it looked
He
like
hit
it
him
was
so hard.
I thought it was a combat slap, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, the two of them." Because it would be really funny if that was organized and they did it, and they'd be like, but it.
Yeah, would have been a kind of a weird bit anyway.
Yeah.
But I could see how people would think it was a bit. I wasn't watching it, so I just saw. The first time I saw it was the uncensored version. So
You didn't watch it live.
Didn't watch it live.
Not a movie guy.
Well, you didn't invite me over. You didn't invite me. But it
I
sounds like
to watch these things alone because everybody.
It sounds like it was your alone time.
It was my alone time.
It's just all. I thought it was all sad. It was just all a bummer, right? Like two people that like everyone's looked up to for so long.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I was a huge Will Smith fan.
Oh, same. And
up
he fucking killed it as King Richard.
Yeah, the movie was great.
Phenomenal.
And that's a bummer that it took away from like this guy who's like an icon.
Not to mention, so my friend works for his company, Westbrook.
Oh,
Production
really?
companies. Now you're putting all the people who work for your production company in a situation.
And like the Williams
You're
sisters.
putting the Williams sisters in a situation. All the
and his
supporting
wife.
actors.
I felt so bad for his wife.
Jada?
Like she must have been so embarrassed and like
Yeah,
and
who
scared
knows what's going on.
Yeah, I thought it was all just a huge bummer.
A lot of people say she fueled it, but I don't know. Who knows? We'll never know.
I don't
feel like that's possible, but I don't know.
I don't know. It was all a bummer.
It was all a big bummer.
It was
that's
all.
The only
It was
way to
all
describe it.
a big bummer.
Hey, it was a big bee dog, bee bomb.
I thought there was, none of it was good.
And the best part was,
Which
I went
isn't a hot
to a
take.
show last night and I said, how many comedians are going to talk about it? And I just sat there as everybody talked about it. And then I said, I'm going to go. And I ordered Dave's hot chicken.
How's the hot chicken?
So fucking good. Have you ever had Dave's hot chicken?
No. But
okay.
Yeah, I don't have like a novel opinion or an original opinion on this. I just thought it was all very sad.
It is really sad. But the internet, that just shows you it acts so fast. The
Twitter,
memes.
Twitter moves so fast.
Dude, the TikToks, what's that TikTok trend that's going on where it's like
Twitter is one fast and two ruthless. Like I think if the Titanic sunk now, what would happen on Twitter would be instantaneous.
100%.
With no one's pulling punches on Twitter.
Right.
It would be crazy.
Also, Ariana DeBose, am I saying her DeBose? Yeah, she's like, there's so many people who made history that night, overshadowed.
Well, there you go. Big old
I
bummer.
burped because
shout out to people aren't talking about this. Shout out to Riz Ahmed for winning an Oscar. Riz Ahmed won an Oscar. He's super cool. Which camera's mine? That one. Congrats, Riz Ahmed.
Did you know that you can burp and make money on there's a podcaster that burped and somebody said put it on OnlyFans, there's a market, and she made $8,000 from it.
If people were buying feet pics from me, I'd sell them to everyone.
Oh, I think there's a market for all feet.
You think so?
Yeah.
When people are like, oh,
right,
I would
Wolf?
never.
Yeah.
I could sell feet pics, Wolf. Oh yeah. For real,
yeah.
I would do it.
I don't hit any of the hot feet marks, but I can still do it.
Instantly. You got good feet?
No.
Could you sell your feet?
I'm actually.
Why would?
I am not an insecure person. The one thing I actually don't. I mean, everybody has insecurities about their body.
You've never experienced a single insecurity ever, right?
I've actually never been insecure. No, but
I've never had a single negative emotion in my
I've definitely
life.
had body insecurities, but they've kind of like as we do stand-up comedy, mine kind of went a lot of them went away. But one of my biggest insecurities is my feet.
Okay.
And I was filming a commercial, and they said, for this shot,
your shirt's so cool.
I got it from a farmer's flea market.
It's really cool. I like it a lot.
Farmer's
Can I have
flea.
it? I'll trade you a shirt.
Do you have a better shirt that you're gonna trade me?
I think I could find a shirt
If you got any sick things for Coachella, hack them up, and we could do a little trade.
Oh, I got a hat, like a bucket hat that you would
fuck
love.
yeah.
It's a tie-dye bucket hat.
Shut the fuck up. I'm wearing it.
Can I borrow that shirt?
Yeah, I'll give you this shirt.
I'll give it back to you. I just want to wear it.
Well, let's do. I'll give you back the bucket hat. We can do a little swap.
Well, you can keep the bucket hat. I never wear it.
Well, that's fucking hot.
Okay.
Yeah!
Let's go, Wolf!
Let's go, Wolf!
Welcome to the Wolf's Den.
Welcome to the Wolf's Den.
Wolf Cave.
That's on $8,000, bitch.
Wolf's Cave? That one's for free. Next one's $8,000, bitch.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna put it. That was rude. I'm gonna
Check your text.
check my check. What if I just?
I gotta
Pretend, what if I was also just
one-
texting during?
Hold on, I gotta send one email real fast.
And I'm like the whole 15 minutes. I'm like, if you could,
just one sec.
are you a text or reader out loud? Because I like
Reading your text out
I
loud?
like message.
No.
I like say or like I have to. When I'm.
Would you
messaging
let?
something out.
Is there anything in your text that you wouldn't show people? You know, remember in middle school, like on the bus, your friend would take your phone
Yeah.
and go through
Oh,
like
as
your
an
text,
adult,
and
I
it was
would-
so embarrassing.
As an adult, I hate that. I think anybody going through your phone is the biggest thing because each relationship you have with people are so different. I say things to some people that I would never be able to say to other people, or like vice
For
versa.
sure.
And I feel like if you're just randomly reading that, or like people tell you very private things in text messages.
Oh, that's true.
I feel like I have a lot of people who spill shit to me, and I just kind of like. I hate when people grab my phone, even if
Does that
they're
happen to you?
yes, and I think it's just because I'm like not that I'm talking about anybody in particular, but it's like I feel like it's just the biggest invasion of privacy.
See, I don't have I don't feel like I have anything on my phone.
Should we read our last messages?
Yeah.
That's kind of fun.
But like, you know, I feel like it used to be like a thing in like high school and middle school. Your friends would take your phone, or you take your friends' phones and go and like do stuff with them. But now I'd like unlock my phone and hand it to anyone that I know. The only thing I'd be afraid of is someone Venmoing themselves,
Oh,
a stranger. But like, I don't think I put anything in my text that.
yeah. I think my last one's not even exciting.
Your last text message.
I said, my friends are trying to visit me, and I said, April 29th to May 1st? Gah. Well, my stepmom published a book, so also my dad is asking if you're to come home to Indy for her release party. But let me see, because if flights are too pricey, I'll stay, and y'all should come. Let me figure out by the end of the day. And my friend said, Maggie Gardner said, end of day, bitch? Okay, with your business shorthand.
That's
My
really
text is
funny.
just everybody roasting me, essentially.
Maggie's so funny.
Maggie is so funny.
I'm in a group chat about Maggie Rogers, and she's about to put out a new album. I think in July.
Oh my God. You look
So-
like Maggie Rogers. Isn't she got red hair?
I don't know if it's red. That's funny.
She's got hairy armpits, I think.
Well, I do too.
Ah!
Oh,
I do too. No.
Airtight comparison. Someone said Ryan Kaysen. Shout out Ryan Kaysen.
Hey, shout out to the RC.
Ryan Kaysen said, "Do you think she will love this album for a long time?"
You guys are like emotional.
Dot,
I feel like
dot.
you guys are like an emotional
No,
boy
it's a-
group of friends.
It's like it's a mixed group. This group chat, but it's one of her song titles. Love you for a
Oh.
long time. So he said, "Do you think she'll love this album for a long time?"
like it was a joke. Like
it
he
was
was
a
trying
joke.
to make a joke.
It was a play on words.
Well, let's not have him as a guest.
And then he sent
No, just kidding.
and then he sent a bunch of periods, and I said with like asterisks, standing ovation.
Does it not bother you when people will text with the period? That's it. I think you're like, well, this is maybe something I need to work on, but I'll be right there, period. I read that as, I'll be right.
If you put
There.
a period in your text, it's weird. You're either someone's dad
During the
or
pandemic.
you're angry.
Yeah, and you know what's really crazy?
Or
During the
both.
pandemic,
An angry daddy.
an angry daddy. During the pandemic, when I was nannying and the kid was on, I'll just say his name, Ward, when he was on the virtual, I'll say his address. So on the, I'll
tell you exactly where to find this kid.
Yeah, I'll send you a
Well,
picture.
put a picture of Ward up.
No, please no. So he was doing. Okay, we got to cut all
Well,
that out.
throw that-
That's actually unheard of.
Well, throw that clip of Ward.
He's actually a star. And my agents always try to sign him. So he is actually hilarious.
Bro, what's it going to take for me to get that shirt?
Okay, bro. We already fucking talked about it.
I
So
know, but it's so
their
cool.
class was watching a seminar on how to not read into text messages.
What?
And I was like, this is crazy. Kids were like, when you see, I am going to the mall, period, do you think I am going to the mall or I am going to the mall? It was like emotions based on
What?
punctuation in text messages.
That's helpful.
Well,
That
I'm
would've
like,
been-
that's fucking great. Well, that's
That would have been real helpful, I think, growing up.
Oh, because when people are like, can't Sunday. I'm like, well, then I would just block your number.
I know people that do that like now. They'll be like, "Do you think this person hates me?" Because they sent like a short text message.
That's a psycho thing
So
to
many
do.
people read into like, do you do that? Do you read into people's texts?
Yes, what the fuck?
Really?
Yeah. Do you not?
Not really.
Wolf, do you? Okay.
But I think
I'm the Gemini. Just kidding. Oh, I'm the crazy
New
one.
segment. Audrey acts like a total Gemini. Yeah, I don't think I really do, but I know so many people I know do. I have other insecurities. I'm not. This isn't me claiming to be perfect, but like they'll just spend so much time like being like, "What do you think they meant? Do you think they meant this? Do you think they meant that?" And I'm like, I think I'm so exhausted by it that I'm like, I don't care. If they hate me, they hate me.
It is exhausting. It is a very exhausting way to live. To worry about what others even think of you remotely, text message
I got
or
other
in
stuff to worry
general.
about. Okay. Do we want to jump to our stories? Do you have anything else?
I'm down to jump into our stories. We got to do a question.
You're right, bitch. Well, if you got a numerical based trivia question for us,
How big is the sun?
in what? In Buzz Lightyear's?
Well, see, this
Nice.
is nice.
Nice.
There's a new movie coming out.
Mass of the sun.
How do you
I
measure
don't
thing in
know.
math?
Hey Wolf, I don't know.
Hey, Wolf, that was fucking crazy.
Hey
of you.
Wolf, I don't know.
Oh, a mass? Oh, a Catholic mass?
What do you
Just
mean
kidding.
the mass of the sun? What in terms of what?
How do you even say what a mass is?
Yeah,
18 mass.
You
Like,
mean
how
the,
do you?
you mean the mast of a ship?
Oh, now we're talking.
How many
kilograms.
masts would it take to
I'm
cover
gonna
the
say
sun?
350 million kilograms.
No, this is stupid.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Wolf, I don't know the answer to
We're gonna
that.
pull that Wolf Den segment out. I'm just kidding. We're gonna revoke that Wolf Den segment. We were all workshopping.
Wait a second, aren't you the guy that tried to beat the shit out of Chris Angel?
Hey, are you the guy?
Wait a second, I know you. You're that guy who tried to beat the shit out of Chris Angel.
She's a Dolphins are they?
Oh,
Oh,
hell
that's
yeah.
what we're talking about.
In terms of what, mass? Shut the fuck up.
Oh, I'm Wolf. Let's get the mask going
How
in this
many-
room.
How many ship masts are there on the sun?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Like
none. It doesn't have a sail. 14
you're gonna say 14 dolphins. I'm gonna say 6.
species bottlenose. Those ones that are red
The
for
hyena?
some reason. The hyena dolphin.
I have no idea.
Yeah,
what
the hyena dolphin, the Cleopatra dolphin,
Are
the
you saying-
Hindenburg dolphin.
Are you-
Those have gone extinct.
Wait, are you counting? Is that true? The Cleopatra dolphin?
Yeah, it's got
Sounds.
it's got sullen cheeks. It's a dolphin with a real sharp jawline.
Are we joking?
I would never joke with that.
There's the
There's the Cleopatra dolphin. There's the Sacagawea silver dollar dolphin.
there's the Molly Henry dolphin. That is kidding.
There's the
She
Molly
used to be in
Henry
my
dolphin.
my,
Who's
my, my class.
Okay.
I was like, she looks like a dolphin. No, she does not. She's
specific specific reference.
Yeah, yeah.
There's the
So random. I even said her name.
There's the Bill Murray dolphin. That one's hard to get a hold of.
Wait, how much? What's the answer?
What was your guesses again?
I said 14.
I think I said 9.
There are 44 species.
44.
Wait, just give us.
44.
No, that's crazy.
44. I thought 14 was too high, but I got the 4
I thought
right.
9 was ridiculous.
It says there are at least 44 species of dolphins divided into oceanic river families and are found in waters all over the world.
And that's on the Wolf Den.
And that's on the wolf den. I
I
like
will
that
say-
I like specifies that they're found in water.
99% of the ocean is undiscovered, and Veronica has the theory that the ocean is space.
Okay, explain that.
Oh, Veronica has a theory that the ocean is like, there's aliens down there versus up there.
Okay, so not space, but just that they're alien. That it
Yeah.
houses aliens.
Although, who knows? Maybe the ocean leads to
Like
space.
if you go down far enough, you pop out above.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay. Well, I don't know if I actually believe what I
let's
just
get
said.
Veronica on the horn. New York, Veronica.
She just found an apartment. She just texted me and said, "Got one." I'm not kidding you.
She just got an
And
apartment.
then my cousin also just texted me. She's going to Chris
Guys,
Rock tonight.
Audrey's. I mean, at least he got some material out of it. Audrey's girlfriend moved to New York. Couldn't find an apartment. Just found one. Real time update. Okay, I got a story for you. Whenever you're ready.
All right, you tell me.
I'm gonna withdraw again
Oh yeah, because you have to go first because you won.
because I won. I was closest. I was still 30 off. in terms of species of dolphins.
Right.
But I get a story for you.
Tell me.
This story is about when I was playing football. When I was playing football. Yeah. Bring it on.
That's right.
Bring it
He's
on.
literally he's dressed for his story today.
Welcome
Wait, that's actually
in.
not a bad idea. You dress up as
I
the theme of the story.
embraced. Yeah, I dress and there are props and people. Come on in.
Okay, so you were playing football.
It just seems so trivial. Oh, what? So you were just playing football? I feel like you can just mock anything. It makes the person feel stupid. So I was having heart surgery. Oh yeah, they were just cutting your fucking chest open. You fucking dumb
I don't know about
bitch.
that. I feel like that is.
Should I tell the story about my heart surgery then, so you can't mock me relentlessly?
You already told it, and I'm just like, woo, heard it. Okay,
Heard
so.
it. Get some new material.
All right, keep going with your story.
Keep going with
your
your
bottlenose
broke ass.
dolphin.
Bottlenose dolphin. Okay, so I walked on. I was a walk on at IU for football.
I know, that's awesome. That's actually sick.
I don't know if it's that sick.
It's a Big Ten school.
I was a preferred walk on. Okay, so I didn't have to try out, but I wasn't on scholarship, so they could still be mean to you and no one cared about you. But you didn't have to try out to get the abuse.
Right.
So it was fun. It was great. It was a great experience. A lot of fun people. But my freshman year, I was very overwhelmed. I think it's already overwhelming going to college, right? But then also joining this football team where I didn't feel like I really belonged was really overwhelming. And I was so skinny, so underweight, and you had to be a certain weight or else you would get just yelled at.
That's crazy.
Publicly, in front of the whole team, individual people would
people
get
think
singled
that
out and
gymnasts
yelled
and
out.
dancers have it bad, which they do, but also football players, you don't think about that kind of shit.
You don't. But people, yeah, it was terrifying, and especially to be new on the team, and then I was just so intimidated when I first got there, and so you get singled out and yelled at if you weren't your weight, and I'm terrible at gaining weight. I just can't gain weight very well.
Right.
Which I guess now at this point in my life is great, but at the time overwhelming. Okay, so you would go in. And you'd have to weigh in before the workout. There'd be a workout in the morning, and you'd weigh in before the workout, and you had to make your weight. And if you didn't, you had to do the workout, go to lunch, and then come back and try and make your weight. So you really only had lunch to make your weight, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so I'm 12 pounds under my weight. I'm supposed to be 200, and I'm 178, 188. I'm 188, and I have to gain 12 pounds in 3 hours, and an hour and a half of that 3 hours is a full workout.
What the fuck is going on?
And
Is there a documentary on this?
And if I don't, my name will get put on a list and sent to the coaching staff.
You know why there isn't a documentary on this? Because the NFL would have everybody's heads.
What?
That's crazy.
Well, it wasn't in the NFL.
I know, but still, football was I was
The
protect
NFL would have everyone's heads.
That's why you got to go to the XFL.
Whatever. Yeah, you should. You should do that.
College ball, XFL.
I should try to go to the XFL. That's the spinoff for this podcast. Danny tries to go to the XFL.
Honestly, no one will have any idea what we're talking about except for us and Todd Durham.
Todd Durham. Shout out Todd Durham.
Shout out Durham.
Okay, so I have 3 hours to gain 12 pounds. Hour and a half of that is a full workout. Okay, it's literally there's one of the strength coaches whose only job is it to make sure everyone's at their weight. He knows by heart off the top of his head what everyone's weight is, or what their target weight is, and what they currently weigh. And he would just sit in the lunchroom and be like, "Hey, he's Johnson, got to be 200 today." And then he'd look at someone else and be like, "Hey, Stevenson, okay, I need you at 178. See you soon." He would just call people out by name, and he was like a Rolodex for people's weight. So 12 pounds under my weight, and the coach looks at me and goes, "Danny, I'll see you after lunch."
Oh.
And I'm like, how am I going to gain 12 pounds in literally 3 hours, and I can't leave the football complex?
3 fucking hours?
12 pounds.
It's impossible.
12 pounds.
Unless you're eating a bunch of ding-dongs.
So I do. and where am I going to find a bunch of ding-dongs? Wolf, can you edit out half of this story and just and just take the beats because it's already so long?
No, I'm enjoying it.
It's
I'm having a
already
great time.
so long. Okay, so I have to gain 12 pounds.
Yeah.
So I do the workout. I have an hour and a half now to gain 12 pounds because I have to go to class and lunch is going to end. So I go to lunch. I eat everything that they have. I'm like putting peanut butter like inside of waffles and then like rolling them up and shoving them into my mouth.
Shut the fuck up. This is insane.
And when I like can't eat more food, I'm like, okay, well, I'm just gonna drink as much water as possible. But the water is like that comes out of like the machine is too cold. So I went into the bathroom and I'm drinking the sink water because it was warmer, so I could drink it faster. Because I'm like a freshman. Like I'm so underweight already. I feel like I don't belong on this team, and then I'm about to get like singled out and yelled at in front of everyone for being too for being too physically small. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm doing everything I can. I gain 7 pounds. I gain a legit 7 pounds in an hour and a half, and I'm busting at the gills, full of like waffles and water and peanut butter and like eggs. And I'm like, there's no way that I can gain this 12 pounds, but I have to make my weight. And so I put on 3 pairs of like compression shorts, like spandex, you know? And I sneak into the weight room while the coaches aren't looking because he's in the lunchroom shouting weights at people. And I go into the weight room and I steal a plate, like a 5-pound plate from the weight room.
Right.
And then I go into the locker room and I'm wearing like 3 pairs of compression shorts, so it's strong enough to hold. And I put it in the front of my pants, like I put it in the compression shorts, this weight, right? And it's supported by like.
Danny, are you kidding? This is a great set. I have you.
It's supported by like I imagine I'm wearing like 3
and
pairs.
And he's not gonna know.
Well, he's in the lunchroom, so he's like normally the weight coaches are in the weight room.
But how would you think it was even possibly for you to gain 12 pounds anyways?
That's what's so crazy.
That's what's like if you have that weight and you okay, keep going.
But they would do that. Like some people would get like sick trying to gain all this weight, but you like had to be at your number or else you'd get in trouble. And so imagine I'm wearing like 3 pairs of like that Kim Kardashian like Spanx stuff. Like I'm wearing like the tightest. I'm wearing like the tightest like stuff, and I just put this 5-pound plate into like this like elastic mess that I've made, so it'll hold. And then I put on like my sweatpants. I put on like a sweatshirt, so I look bulky, so you can't see the outline of this donut in the front of my.
This is absurd.
In the front of my like pants, and I get on the scale. I swear to you, I'm terrified. I'm like so scared that because if I get caught, like I'm already like scared,
right,
that I don't belong here, and if I get caught like doing this thing, not only will I not be at my weight and I'll get in trouble, but I'll also be like, and he also stole a weight and put it in his pants. So I'm like,
this is wild.
And you know when you're in or like new in a situation, it like everything feels so big. I'm like, my life is on the line right now, which of course it's not.
But like, I exactly this. I kind of miss those days when those kind of situations.
It was
were
like
the
situations. World. It was like the world. Like I feel like high school was like that. Like anything that happened to you in high school was like
this. My world is.
It was like the world is hanging in the balance. So like
shattered.
Yeah, like everything is on the line.
Yeah.
So I go and I asked like one of the older guys. I was like, I have to gain 12 pounds. What am I gonna do? He's like, oh, just put wrenches in your socks. And I'm like, yeah, Jakari, where am I going to get wrenches?
Jakari, where the fuck am I going to get a wrench from?
There's a guy named Jakari, and he's like, yeah, just put wrenches in your socks.
I actually love that name, Jakari.
And I'm like, yeah, it's a cool name. He's a cool guy. But I'm like, where am I going to get wrenches? That seems way harder than anything else. So I get on the scale. The strength coach is like eyeing me up and down. I'm like,
because he's got to know the tricks too.
He's seen it all.
Yeah.
This is literally his job. He knows the wrenches in the sock trick.
Yeah.
But has he seen the Kim Kardashian Spanx trick?
No, I don't think so.
I don't know if he has.
I hope the fuck you were about to say that your plate shatters in your pants.
You know, it's like a metal weight.
Okay.
But I'm walking like a lunatic because I have this like I'm wearing so much elastic on my pants, and I have this literal barbell in my shorts. I can't like walk, and I like get onto the scale. And he looks, and I swear to you, I'm like 200.0. It's 7 pounds of waffles.
No.
It's 7 pounds of waffles
No.
and 5 pounds of
Not
just,
the 7 pounds of waffle. That's the most alarming
and
part of the
just
whole
yeah,
fucking
that was
story.
it came out of me very quickly.
I was
after.
gonna say, did you puke a fuck ton?
So many people would after stuff like that. So it's 7 pounds of waffles, 5 pounds of this plate that's hanging off my body.
And you just hit the weight.
I am 200.0, and you had to be over. And he just looks at me and goes, "Okay, Danny, I see you," and he gives me a fist bump.
No.
And I was so nervous. I you know when like your throat feels
Yeah.
tight.
Uh-huh.
I was just so nervous that I didn't say anything. I didn't know what to say, so I just went. And he's like, "Okay." He's like, "Okay, cool." And then I start to walk away, and he hits me on the arm, and he goes, "You're not hiding 5-pound plates in your clothes, are you?" And I freeze, and I turn around, and he goes, "I'm just kidding. I'll see you later."
Oh my God, that's a great fucking story. That's also absurd that that's what you had to do in order to even what? Stay on the team or get on the field?
You get in trouble.
That's crazy.
And being yelled at seemed like a very big deal at the time, publicly.
Oh yeah, well it's humiliating.
You're new, like to be new in an environment and like
Did
yelled
you
at
ever
in
go
front
on
of
the
everyone.
field?
I never played in a game. I tore my ACL my sophomore
I
year.
knew that, but I didn't know if you had ever just walked on the field. But it's probably a rush just to be on the sidelines.
What a rush! And what a rush it was.
It was a
What a rush indeed. Yeah, it was great. It was fun, but it's stressful.
You know
at
what's
times.
so funny that I'm thinking about? What if you did that and he was like, "I'm just kidding," and then he went back into the coach's lounge and said, "This fucking idiot had a plate in his fucking."
This motherfucker.
And all the coaches are laughing.
And they're just
And
laughing.
that's why you never
at
walked on the
me.
field. Not to get you in your head, but
No.
that's actually so
No,
absurd.
no. Yeah,
Football, man.
Football, man.
XFL, dude.
All right, what do you got for me, Audrey?
So I thought of a fun little idea for my story, but I don't know if this is going to go over well. Say a topic, and I'm going to type in a story about that in that, what's that called? And see the first story that pops up.
Nice.
Wow. Okay. That's actually.
Hell yeah, Wolf.
That is
Wait
actually.
a second. Why do you look so familiar? I just can't seem to place you. Oh my God. You're that guy who tried to beat the shit out of Chris Angel, aren't you?
You're the guy. Okay, wait. So, the craziest story. Crazy. Or should I go to that? What's that app that everybody's.
Let's get on Chat Roulette. Get on Chat Roulette and ask them to tell a story.
That's what literally people
Would
do.
you do that at sleepovers?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, but we were like.
Quick way to see a swinging penis. Get on Chat Roulette when you're in middle school.
I know. I'm like, craziest necrophiliac. Oh, not it being a location that Google Maps is taking to me to.
Wolf,
What?
Wolf, you ever seen a swinging penis on Chat Roulette?
No.
Okay. Then you have not lived, my friend.
And then you don't know your sexuality for real.
I didn't know a
Crazy.
penis could windmill that fast.
And a necrophile, 4 unbelievable stories of famous necrophiles. Okay.
They're famous necrophiles?
Karen Greenlee,
Talk about being
born in
starstruck.
1956, is an American criminal who was convicted of stealing a hearse and having sex with the corpse it contained. She is considered as the
rigor mortis
best-known
kink
modern
shaming.
practitioner of necrophilia, and her case was the subject of much research due to her sex. Only 10% of known necrophiles are women, as well as because of the highly detailed interviews she gave about her extensive practice of necrophilia and the anthology. There's a book in the anthology book, Apocalypse Culture.
Who conducted the interview?
Ellen DeGeneres. No.
Nick at Night.
She was getting some bad ratings after that.
It aired on Nick at Night.
Nick at Night. Okay, wait. Ew, I don't know if we want this. 14
How
serial.
how can a woman commit necrophilia?
She's one of 10%. Here, I'll look. Give me another topic.
Do I want to know the answer?
Because I don't think we want to read stories about that in detail without losing your entire YouTube channel.
We might lose our current fan base and pick
And
up
you
the
might get
necrophilia fan base.
And that's who we really want.
Let's tap that market.
That's who we really want.
Bad Tinder date.
Oh,
Wolf,
good.
will you just come and tell one of your bad Tinder date stories?
Not today.
Come on, man.
About bad Tinder. And he also
You can
took
use
a
mine.
giant rip of the good time. Okay, Tinder horror stories that will make you want to delete the app. Oh, I'm
Little
so
flower
excited.
power. Well, if you can share my mic, bro.
Okay, wait, ready? This is actually great. Good. So, that was my warm up. So, long ago, we said goodbye to meeting people organically, writing love letters, and the traditional way of dating. Okay, wait. Oh, no. Okay, first one. Prison break. This girl met a guy on Tinder, and after only 3 dates, they decided to have a fun getaway together. First of all, red flag.
3 dates.
3 dates? Let's go to a cabin at Big Bear and show me your Big Bear, baby. Sorry, that was the caffeine in the.
Yup.
Shout out to Runa.
Show me
Runa.
that big bear,
Show
baby.
me that Big Bear, honey boy. Okay,
You're gonna be a star, honey boy.
you're gonna be. Hey, honey boy. That's what my dad told me when I first moved.
I'll never forget the day my dad looked at me and he said, "You're gonna
Be
be
a
a
star,
star,
honey
honey
boy."
boy."
And I said, Dad.
We had just watched the movie Honey Boy starring Shia LaBeouf.
Never seen it. So they decided to have a fun getaway together. He was well dressed, smart, and neat. Red flag. However, looks can be deceiving. On the way to their vacation destination, the guy started crying, confessing. Okay, first of all, I'm in the car with you. Third date, you're a man. You're crying to me.
No one should ever have to.
Absolutely not.
No one should ever use the verb confessing from dates 1 to 10.
Yeah.
You should never have any kind of confession.
You could confess
happening 1 to
3 months in.
before double digits.
The guy started crying, confessing he had spent the last 11 years in prison. And then he asked if she wanted to meet his parents on the way there.
Well, if they're on the way.
If you think that this is as bad as it
If they're
gets,
on
you're
the
wrong.
way.
She continued dating the felon for 2 more months. Okay, I'll do.
That was the end of the story?
Yeah, they're really short.
Wolf, which camera did you say was mine? The one farthest to the right? Stage right?
Ooh, there's another from another website.
Probably the one that's pointing at me that I could have deduced.
Should I go to?
You never know in this town.
Should I go to another website? Wait, Spencer's calling. Should I tell him to confess something? No,
Who's Spencer?
this is my friend.
Yeah, tell him to confess something.
What's up, Spencer? You're on the podcast. You're on the podcast.
Spencer, you're on the pod, bro.
Spencer, you're the 100th caller, and you're on the fucking pod,
Spencer,
bro.
you're on the pod,
hey,
bro.
Spence Daddy, you're on the goddamn pod. What's your favorite?
Spence, you're talking to Audrey and Danny.
Hey, Spencer, tell us your craziest story.
I'm not going to, no.
Okay, we love you. See you later now. And that segment was called Answer the Phone While You're on the Pod.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there's got to be another.
Audrey, give me a personal story.
Okay, cool.
Give me a personal story.
Okay. Actually,
Do you have one, or
yeah,
do you want me to
actually,
give you a
yeah,
topic to your personal?
yes, I do have a good one.
What's it going to take for me to get that shirt off your back and onto mine?
Says now it's just getting kind of weird, and I'm getting a little bit. Let's get a subpoena. What is that? What does subpoena mean? Let's get you a subpoena.
Let's get a subpoena in here.
Let's get the subpoena. Also, do you love how my friends just?
Bring out the subpoena.
I feel like my friends have short tempers with me always. No, I'm not gonna
going
do that.
to do that. Clear boundaries.
Some of my guy friends get very frustrated very easily. Okay, doesn't matter. Spencer Daddy usually actually isn't one of them. So here's the thing. When Andrew and I broke up, we're
Audrey's
naming names.
Audrey's ex-boyfriend.
That's my ex-boyfriend. I was post-gradding it out in LA, and I was working for Power 106, the radio station. And
which has since gone under.
Which is a lot of radio stations have gone under. So
Got roped into the Enron thing.
I definitely got excused like 7 months in because they said we don't have the budget, but they were only paying me like $27,000 a year. Anyways, so
which is really good.
Which I was rich. Actually, at the time I really thought I was, and then everyone was like, "We're making 56." I was like, "Wait, what? I got scammed." So no, but I get it. Post grad was only paying $400 in rent a month because I lived with like.
You paid $400 a month.
Yeah, I lived in a 4-bedroom apartment with 7 people. Yeah, but they were all my friends. We had so much fun. I don't regret it for a second.
Instructors?
Yeah, I'm in one of their weddings, literally coming up here.
That's good times.
Yeah, it's a great fucking time.
That's good times.
So,
and now you live alone and you watch the Oscars by yourself with a dead phone.
yeah, 100%. Well, I got to decompress from all those years. So, anyways, so I was flying back on the Christmas break. I took a week off.
And you were on a plane.
I'm on a plane, and I have a layover in Denver.
And Denver's
And Denver's
Is it person?
necrophiliac is actually huge in
Or
Denver.
was it invented?
And Denver is actually a great name for a dog. So
Denver is a good name for a dog.
So we're on the plane.
What'd you say?
That's a stripper.
Denver?
Come down below where it's cold. I like that.
Hey,
Denver
ladies and
di-
gentlemen, here comes your next act. Is that how they introduce
Denver.
people, strip clubs?
And then
Here
your
comes
next
your
app,
next
Chris
act.
Angel. No, I was kidding.
Denver.
So I am the layover, and it's weird because it's delayed, and I go to the bar, and there's a lot of young post-grad looking people. Because people were skiing in Denver or whatever, but people were going to Indianapolis. And I was like, oh, this is fun. And I start kind of drinking with this like friend, these two boys, and I'm like, this is fun. And then I sit next to one of them on the plane.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like kind of hitting it off.
Mm-hmm.
And
Is this boy a cutie patootie?
well, I thought at the time it gets weird. Okay, so when I saw him, they were sitting on the bench. So I sat with them, and then I got up to go to the bathroom.
Turned out to be
And
Clint
then
Eastwood.
when I sat next to him, he was already sitting on the plane, and that's important because I'll tell you why. So we're sitting there, and you know, he's cute. We're talking, and he's from Indianapolis, and talking about my ski trip. And then we hit insane turbulence. Like they had told us it's gonna be really bad, and it was fucking bad.
Worst it's ever been.
It was the worst turbulence I've ever been through, and it was really scared. And we held hands. So the turbulence was so bad.
What?
We held hands.
What an intimate moment.
The story
in
gets
the sky.
the story gets wilder. So
I already
we're
get emotional on planes.
we're
I know.
holding hands, and I'm like, oh, that was really fun and hot, whatever. And then he was like, can I get your number? And it turns out he lived in Carmel, or like his parents lived in Carmel. And I was like, yeah, that's where you're from. So I was like, maybe you know this guy, honestly. I don't forget. He blocked me on
that
Instagram, but I'll tell you.
name.
Okay, so then he blocked me on Instagram because I did a bit about it, and he looked solid on my Instagram. So, but you're too sensitive. So I get his number, and then he stands up, and I'm like, God, this guy is fucking short.
Oh no!
And I stand up, and he's fucking short.
We're alienating our short king audience.
But it's not even like that. It's just a weird shock discovery. But he's still all for it, and I'm like, I'll fucking take you in my tits and make you pass out. That's bit. But that's.
Right.
But I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, we had a great conversation, and he was like, I'll hit you up. He texts me, and he's like, come over to my parents' house. So I'm like, are we gonna fuck at his parents' house? I get over there. He's upstairs. I go upstairs. We turn on the Babadook.
Who let you in?
I'm at his parents.
His mom let you in?
Yeah.
Okay.
Taller than the entire family. So no, I'm just kidding. Actually, I have no idea.
She's 7 feet
I don't
tall.
remember how tall
His
parents were.
mom let you in? What are you in high school?
Well, so yeah, we were post grads going back to our parents' houses. Nobody.
Talk about regressing back in your childhood home.
Well, if you don't have a place in India, but now we have our friends'
I know,
houses.
but it's weird that his mom answered the door.
I know. Well, exactly.
Like he should let you in.
No, 100%. So I go upstairs, and we turn on the Babadook, and we
the
have two
Babadook?
It's a horror film, and it's actually really funny. I'll get to the circle, and the horror film is playing in the background, and then we start hooking up, and he is so short. Like it's like I'm a canoe, and he's trying to climb onto me, kind of thing, and get in the hole, because it's like literally like I'm like, God, I feel like I was like lifting him up on me. So it was like
Okay.
I know that sounds crazy. Then like in matters of seconds, he's like, oh, like while the Babadook is on the background screaming on the TV, he's fucking yelling, and then he kicks over my red wine glass that had been happening here. It stains his concert, and then he comes all over the place. I don't talk this dirty. If you've ever seen my stand-up, I actually don't even like talk this dirty. But he literally get everywhere.
Come red wine and the sounds of the Babadook.
And it was so quick. And I was like, oh my. And then I had a dinner to go to after, and I didn't have time to shower. So I throw on my sweater.
Audrey, this is a crazy
And I
story.
I feel like I was just sitting in cum, and then I was at this dinner, and I was like, you guys, I have cum all over my back and chest. And they were like, what? And I was like, yes, indeed. And
Yes, indeed.
then
Yes, indeed, I do.
And then I posted a joke about it when I first started stand-up, and he got so upset and blocked me.
What was the joke?
It was not funny. It was when I first started stand-up. It was
wanna
like,
say the
I
joke?
stood up in the elevator, and he was so short, and then I took his face and passed him
How
out.
short was he?
Yeah, and then I was like, it was like he was some short, tall jokes that were just awful. So regardless, he
You
got
have
mad at the
feelings.
bit that wasn't even that good and blocked me. But the best thing is Babadook became the #1 LGBTQ movie because it's not an LGBTQ movie, but they accidentally put it in the gay movie category in Netflix. So then at the next Pride, like my first Pride in LA, everybody had Babadook on their shirts and shit, and they're like, "Gay Babadook!" And I was like, "Oh my god, the circle of that whole fucking story."
That's so funny.
Yeah.
So you went over to his house. I pictured it during the day for some reason.
No, it was
at
at nighttime, like close to dinner time, because I met my friends for dinner after with cum all over me.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
so I guess we could have done without that.
No,
detail.
I loved it.
Important, though.
I thought it was
We
important.
were like
I thought it was made the
Noodles
story.
and Company.
You went to Noodles and Company?
Yeah, and then the cat. Oh,
The
and I saw
cats.
my ex at the brewery we went to after. That's Indiana for you. You're talking, but now we're friends, so we would love seeing each other.
Right. But you didn't tell me you were covered in cum.
No, but he
Okay.
broke my heart, so I sure as hell wanted to. Hey, hope you're enjoying your beer. I'm covered in cum. Nice to see ya. Is this your new girlfriend? Hey, I'm covered in cum. He ever do that for you? Okay. This is the dirtiest I've ever been, so you better get it. I don't ever talk like that.
10 minutes? Okay.
Oof.
Okay. That was great. I loved that.
I wish
What's
there was
his
a
name?
Noodles and
Say his
Company
first
out
and
here.
say his first and last name.
No,
Say his first and last
everybody
name.
knows.
Say his first and last name.
Spencer responded,
We're looking at
"Let
you.
me know when you're not on a podcast. I want to talk next weekend."
That's a long time away.
That's because I'm
Do you think he
staying
means
with him
this? Do you
in
think
San
he means
Diego.
this weekend?
No, I'm staying with him next weekend in San Diego because
Okay.
I'm doing shows out there.
That's cool.
I just want you to know I'm doing shows.
That's really cool.
Are you doing? No, I'm just kidding.
We're on a show tomorrow together.
Oh, we are, and we've sold.
Out. We've sold out. We've sold out. Me and Audrey are doing a show tomorrow together.
We're on the
I don't
same,
know.
We're
I
still
don't
on
know.
the same. Are you hosting it?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, we're on the same. I don't even know who. I don't know who the other comedians are on our show.
Neither do I. But when I said I think so, I mean yes. I would know. I'm hosting it.
I think we're gonna have a fun time. All new jokes.
We're gonna have a fun time. We're both doing some new jokes.
I did some new jokes last night, and let me tell you, ow,
Is that vaudeville character again?
oh, not good.
I did some new jokes and
Not
my
good.
oh my.
The audience in Texas the last night was so fucking good, but the first night we did a midnight show, everybody was awful, and then we did
a little sleepy or a little
yes, but then
unruly.
the Sunday night show was amazing.
That's cool.
I just want to let you know what you're missing out.
Those are fun. Those are really fun details.
Oh, my sister's calling. Let's get her on real
All
quick.
right, ask her to tell a story.
Alex Stewart, you're on the pod. Yeah.
Yes, 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 Queen.
What's your deepest fear?
Alex?
That's my sister.
What's your name, Alex?
Yeah,
I really don't like rodents.
That's a good one.
it's great.
Alex, you're on the podcast with Danny and Audrey. Do you got some kind of wacky story you can tell us?
Me?
Yeah.
About rodents? Or
Just
anything?
no. You got a crazy
this-
a crazy personal story. Something. What's something crazy that's happened?
Oh wait, the
You're-
short
what-
person that got in your car.
What about you're at a dinner party?
That's actually.
Everyone's swapping stories. What do you got?
She has a story about a little person getting in her car and not getting out.
Do we wanna
and
hear it?
she's actually. I think. Right, is that PTSD?
A little bit, but I don't know if we should hear it.
Okay. What, Alex? Do you got a wacky story you want to air?
Are you guys not particularly? I
Okay.
mean,
We're just kidding. We're not even on the podcast.
Oh, this isn't
We're
what you were.
singing out.
oh, phew.
Are you? Is that legal?
She said, "Woo," because that would be crazy.
Yeah. Who answers the phone? Who answers the phone and puts it into a
That would that be psycho if that actually was true?
Wouldn't that be so random of me?
I don't know. Sometimes you never know what's going on.
I think this is illegal what we're doing.
I think it's illegal. If we did that, that was. That'd
I'm
be
also
illegal.
wearing a wire for the NSA.
For NASA.
I didn't. Yeah, NASA's got me wearing a wire. They want to know more about what's going on under the ocean. All those aliens down there.
We're just at
They
a
said
we're just
they said it's space down
we're
there.
at a Noodles and Company. We're not even in the studio.
Yeah, we're in Zionsville.
I got
Noodles-
cum all over me.
You guys.
Hey, Alex, we're covered in cum at a Noodles and Company in Zionsville. Can you come pick us up? Can you come pick us up and take us?
Well, this conversation is boring us, so we're gonna give it. I'm just kidding, sister. We actually are on the pod. I do love you. We'll call you later.
Okay, I love you too.
All right, bye. My family's never gonna call me again. No,
Neither is Spencer.
hey, we're coming in. She goes, yeah, sure. Ew. That's pretty fun.
That's
I
good
think we should
stuff.
always answer the phone when people call
That's
because
good
people's
stuff.
reactions are fucking hysterical.
That's good.
Oh,
stuff.
it'd be kind of weird if that.
Yeah, oh, thank God you're not on the podcast. That'd be really rude of you.
I think we can just wrap it up.
Yeah, I don't have anything else. Do you?
No, I think we will end the podcast on on the and that's our
Yes.
Go see Chris Rock.
Go see Chris Rock. Go see Chris Angel. Go see the first Pirates of the Caribbean movie. Very underrated.
Get on a
People
flight.
forget.
Go get a short guy to get on all over you.
Get on a plane. Be a short guy. Get covered in cum.
You're covering,
Get
put
covered
some
in
metal
cum.
weight in your pants.
Put some weight in your pants. Buy Kim Kardashian Skims. Is that
Yeah.
what they're called?
Yeah, apparently
Buy
they're great.
Skims. Wear them.
I don't know why I'm
Put stuff in
promoting
'em.
Kim Kardashian's things, but I am excited for the new season. Although I know that everybody was giving her flack for the get your ass up and work. I'm like, well, people have 5 jobs, so I don't know what you're talking about.
People have 5 jobs. Get a 5th job.
How about
And get covered in cum, baby.
Yeah, you big beard hoes. That's our time.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.